What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Laura Branigan. Once again, major shout out to big friend and champion of the channel, Scott, who sent me this and much else. And yeah, we're going to go to the second disc of Self-Control 1984, as this is the deluxe edition. And there are two tracks on the second disc that are not alternative versions of tunes from the proper album. The first of which is the single version of a track called When. Incidentally, one of my favorite punk rock bands has a song called When. I believe I reacted to it a long time ago. Not that it's relevant here, but it's a title that I've thought about before. Now, in that song, it serves as the starting point for a number of lines in the chorus. It's like, when is this going to happen? When is that going to happen? And it's, imploring other humans, or, questioning their perception, their behavior, and so on. So here, I feel like it's likely to be a more narrow tune, maybe between two people specifically. This feels like it is very much the bread and butter of Laura Branigan's songwriting. And indeed, I know a number of the tracks that I've reacted to have actually been covers, but it does seem like even when it comes to picking a tune to cover, she is in a territory where we're talking emotions, romance, love, heartbreak, those types of experiences. So again, when here, I would expect it to be a bit more focused and less, broad, asking philosophical questions of humanity. And then a single version makes me think that this might be shorter than some other version that exists, whether it's, it was just a non-album single, and then this is one of the versions on that. Maybe there's an extended mix on the other side or something to that effect. So that would be my assumption. Either way, I'm guessing it's either from 84 or maybe 83, like right around this time period. Let's listen. This is from the second disc, which is, called Remixes, Extras, and B-Sides, or Remixes, B-Sides, and Extras. So, one of these presumably is a B-side at least, and then one of them is presumably an extra, because, as I said, all the other tunes, the first 9 tracks on the album, or the second disc, I should say, are alternative versions or mixes of tunes from the proper record. So, either way, let's listen to it. This is Laura Branigan. The tune is When. It's called the single version, and it's included on an expanded deluxe edition of her 1984 album, Self-Control. And the expanded version, does it say the year here? Yeah, 2020. So once again, shout out to Scott. Here we go. Laura Branigan, When.
When will
floating in the sky. She's like flying at high speed through the sky. That's it? Well, a short tune, a really cool one, and ultimately it feels like it's her sort of playing with her vocal power and, you know, the duration of some of her extensions. It felt like a tune meant to, you know, like workshop her vocal delivery, like a really cool voice-centered track. And then, yeah, you know, it feels like exactly what I thought it might be. You know, when, although maybe inverted in that I was thinking, like, when might this happen? When might we come together? And I suppose there's, like, part of it where it's like, you know, when will I feel you around me again? But the majority of it is like, when will your voice fade from my ears? Like, when will your shadow disappear? Which is sort of like, you know, the ghost of someone's haunting them, or her. She's not, or this person isn't around anymore, but she still hears him, sees him, like, you know, she can't get him out of her mind, even though it doesn't sound like in reality that situation is going to come back again. So it's a relationship that's gone, but she can't move on. So the when is like, when will you finally be, you know, not haunting me? When will you not be ringing in my ears? Or, you know, I still think I see you sometimes when I'm out in public. So it feels like she wants to break free, but the specter of this person remains. So yeah, it's a haunted when. It is more focused. It is relationship based. It feels like, again, this is very much the terrain that she deals with in her song. So really cool. Looking forward to the last one, which is, as I said before, Hot Night. Looking forward to that. Let me know what you think of this. Shout out once again to Scott, and we'll see you next time. Peace.